Trump extends sanctions relief to Iran, with a caveat meeting the last congressionally imposed sanctions deadline. The president says he expects European allies to support his plan to renegotiate the Iran deal without Tehran's input. The White House announced Friday that President Donald Trump would waive sanctions against Iran for the last time for its compliance with an international nuclear deal, before beginning an uncertain process to reconfigure the agreement, while also imposing harsh new penalties against senior officials and influential institutions in Iran. Senior officials speaking on the condition of anonymity before Trump's public announcement said the administration has already begun new talks with European allies only, excluding Iran, to modify the nuclear agreement, known formally as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, and which Trump has promised he will tear up. Trump declared in October that Iran was no longer in compliance with the spirit of the deal and kicked the decision on how to proceed to Congress, which declined to act. "I have been very clear about my opinion of that deal. It gave Iran far too much in exchange for far too little," Trump said in a statement. "I have outlined two possible paths forward: either fix the deal's disastrous flaws, or the United States will withdraw." Trump concluded with an ultimatum: "If other nations fail to act during this time, I will terminate our deal with Iran. Those who, for whatever reason, choose not to work with us will be siding with the Iranian regime's nuclear ambitions and against the people of Iran and the peaceful nations of the world." Trump's decision Friday to continue waiving the sanctions complied with a deadline established through U.S. companion legislation to the international agreement, also signed by Britain, France, Russia, China, Germany and the European Union. Many leaders in Europe, however, including British Prime Minister Theresa May, have indicated they would not consider renegotiating the existing deal, although some have called for talks with Iran to address shortcomings in the agreement. Iranian officials have said they will never renegotiate it. The U.S. has made clear what we expect of European allies, an administration official said in a conference call with reporters shortly before Trump's announcement. Citing technical problems, the officials did not take questions about the announcement. "I do want to stress also this would not entail direct negotiations with the Iranians," another official said. "This is something the U.S. works out with its European partners only, to reimpose multilateral sanctions to the Iranian path to a nuclear weapon." The new agreement in the U.S. Congress's version must also cover Iran's ballistic missile program, must not have any expiration date as the current deal has, and must allow timely inspection of any Iranian site requested by the International Atomic Energy Agency, the official said. Citing recent populist protests in Iran against perceived economic disparity there, the administration also plans to impose new sanctions against 14 senior individuals or institutions in Iran, including the Gahardasht prison, also known as Rajai Shar, where many political prisoners have been kept, as well as its director. Sanctions will also target Sadiq Larijani, a cleric and head of the Iranian judicial system who the White House says has ordered torture and other inhumane treatment of prisoners, including executing juveniles. The new sanctions will also target the elite and powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps' electronic warfare and cyber defense organizations, citing further human rights abuses. The designations today will go to the top of the regime and send a strong message that the U.S. is not going to tolerate their continued abuses and the continued violations of the rights of their citizens, an official said. The Treasury Department released on Friday a full list of the new sanctions targets,